Hey guys, I'm John Setzler. Welcome back to Atlanta Grill Company. Today I'm really excited. We're going to get to do our first cook on the Pellet Joe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of take it to one end of its extreme capabilities, and we're going to cook a big fat ribeye steak, and we're going to do a reverse sear to see how well this grill does with searing. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do to get this party started is introduce you to our steak. And I went to Publix yesterday and I picked up a 2-inch thick ribeye that looks really good. I told the guy, I said, I want a thick steak, and he handed me that one. And I said, that'll do the trick. This is 1.5 pounds of ribeye, and I'm going to give this guy a dose of the Atlanta Grill Company Himalayan Sherpa to get things started. I'm going to get a good coat of that on both sides. This is a big cut of meat, so it'll take plenty of seasoning, no problem. So I'm just going to hit it, and I'm going to wrap this guy back up in plastic, and I'm going to let it ride in the refrigerator for a good while before we cook. Typically I would give this at least 12 hours, but today this one's only going to get about 4 hours before we're ready to go to the grill. So the first thing I want to do to set up this low and slow sear, or this low and slow part of our reverse sear, is I want to crank the grill up and I want it to run low temperature. So today I'm just going to use the manual control, and I'm going to turn the knob to the smoking side, and we're just going to let it sit there, let it fire the grill up, and we'll see what the temperature comes up to on that. And about 15 minutes after I lit the Pellet Joe, I've got a nice 225 degrees rolling here, and I don't know how well we can see it. I've got a really nice light thin blue smoke rolling here as well. So let's get this steak on. So I'm going to open the grill, and we're going to set this big boy right here over indirect heat, which is all we have here. And I'm going to smoke this until we get the internal temperature up to about 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, my big ribeye is up to about 110 degrees internally. So I'm going to take that guy off. I'm going to wrap it in foil, and we're going to let it rest. And then we're going to crank this dial all the way up and let this guy get screaming hot. And in just 10 minutes, I've got the dome temperature up to 500 degrees. I want to let this thing keep going for a bit because I want that grill grate, that cast iron grate I've got in there, to get nice and hot also. And at the 15-minute mark here, we're up to almost 575. So like I said, I'm going to give this thing just a little bit longer, probably up to about the 20-minute mark, or maybe till we get up to about 600, because I want that cast iron grate to get preheated. So now we're up to 625, 630, and it's still climbing. So we are well into our searing temperature range, so we need to get moving with that. Okay, we're nice and hot, so we're going to give this guy a sear. I'm going to put that on there, and we're going to give it probably a minute to 90 seconds. Okay, it's time to give this guy a flip. Let that guy continue to cook. Okay, this guy's ready. We're going to take it off, let it rest a couple of minutes, and then we're going to tear it open. Okay guys, it's time to tear into this beauty. I'm just going to cut right down through the middle of that, and let's have a look. Would you look at that? Man, that looks amazing. So now I'm going to pull a little piece off the corner here of that, and let's have a taste. Man, that thing's just super tender. Wow. Man, that is fantastic. I think at that temperature, I got maybe a hair above medium rare here, but man, that steak is delicious. That's perfect. I'm super impressed with the high temperature searing capabilities on the Pellet Joe. So with that, leave me some comments. Let me know what you think about it. If you got any questions, let me know. I'll answer these as best as I can. And like I said, you and I are learning this grill at the same time. So let me know what you would like to see cooked on the Pellet Joe. Until next time, this is John Setzler with Atlanta Grill Company.